Welcome to the Music PRODcast, and this is the very first episode of November. This will be airing on November 3rd.
But we are filming it on Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we'll make that a
spooky
point.
episode.
That's why we brought some extra pumpkins in.
Yep. Hopefully this episode will be a little bit less awkward and annoying than all the mustaches that will be grown in November for Movember. That's always kind of rough.
That's a good one.
But I thought, because it's Halloween, that we should start with some Halloween jokes.
No.
Could I throw some out for you guys?
Oh, geez. Let's hear them.
Okay.
Only if you have to.
What do you get when you cross a witch with sand?
Sandwich.
Nice.
Oh, it's a joke. It's not supposed to be some guessing game.
You were ready. You're like, all right, yes, one
Yeah,
point.
you're getting ready for the
I just want
game
revenge
later.
from Owen because last time we played that
There is a
stupid
rivalry
game
here. There is a rivalry.
and I lost.
I did win.
What kind of pants do ghosts wear?
Khakis.
A nice, well-ironed pair of khakis.
With the cuff and the crease.
Boo jeans.
I feel like you made that one up. Did you make that one up?
No, I didn't. No, I'm just reading them off
That
the website.
sounds like a Kai original right
Yeah,
there.
it does, actually. What does the skeleton say before dinner?
I don't know.
Bon appetit. Thanks for indulging me there.
Kai just had to get those out of his system. He's been itching and telling me those all week.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yep.
Even
Stay
though it's
spooky.
November now, you know.
This week's a little bit light on the news side of things. So Owen has something and I have something. Owen, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. In light of the Halloween season, I just thought I'd talk about how this year, 2017, has been the biggest year ever for horror movies at the box office. That is largely due to the two movies, the Stephen King movie It and Get Out, which was Jordan Peele's
Oh,
creation.
yeah.
And
Sorry, the only reason why I know that movie is because of that stupid meme.
the memes, oh yeah, there was a
Get
bunch
Out.
too. There was like, I saw all the memes. I saw that one in theaters, so I saw all the memes before I went. And then when I like saw the movie, I was like, I get why these all like made it so famous.
For people who don't know, there's a shot in the movie where, is it like the main bad guy? I haven't seen the movie at all, but someone is booking it straight towards the camera as hard as they can. And then at the very last second, they sort of just like turn off onto the side and make a right. And there have been so many videos of people doing the same thing with all their friends, and some of them end very poorly, usually with them wiping out.
They fail. They fail.
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, there's some
that's a hard
playlists.
cut.
There's some playlists of the fails of the Get Out challenge. It was called the Get Out challenge, right?
The Get Out challenge.
And yeah, that's funny. It's like the housekeeper or slave, I guess, in the movie. He's like running towards the guy. Yeah, so that movie was the most profitable movie of 2017, just general, because it had a pretty low budget because it was kind of more of an independent film, and it ended up making $175 million at the box office. So also the highest grossing original screenplay debut from Jordan Peele. So you know he's doing well. I'm sure all eyes are on him for the next one. It so far has made. It, the movie, not It. I'm not talking about It has made $300 million at the box office so far.
Oh my gosh. Well, do you know its original budget?
I don't know the original budget, but it would be much higher just because it's Stephen King, and I think it's a Warner Bros. It's the first horror film ever to earn that amount at the box office. And there's 2 months left, and it's still like this has still been the most profitable year for horror movies. There's still like all the October films that have just been getting the stats in for that, like Happy Death Day and Jigsaw and all this stuff.
Stranger Things season 2.
Stranger Things season 2. So yeah, like it's kind of like the people are saying like we're getting back to like that kind of like golden era of it. Like there was a time in like the 70s when Exorcist came out and Alien. Then 80s you had like the slasher franchises come up, and then sort of late 90s you got like the shaky cam Blair Witch Project, which was like the biggest kind of spike in horror and stuff since then. I don't know, do you guys think like the film industry kind of like is like a revolving, like you just kind of old themes kind of come back up again. Like even It is a remake and stuff. So do you guys have favorite horror movies? Do you guys watch horror movies or?
I stay away from scary movies. But I was thinking about going to see It with you when you saw it.
Wow.
But
Yeah, I invited you and you did.
No, I couldn't do it.
Why not?
It's too scary.
There is some.
You got a point. Yeah.
Have you been much exposed to scary movies though?
No, like not at all.
Well,
Growing
that's
up.
why.
Yeah,
You need to
yeah.
try it out. Like, I love scary movies, but like later on, like after I watch it, I'm like, I don't want to go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be alone.
Yep.
Yeah, a funny story like that is I remember me and my girlfriend Tatum went to see the movie Ouija like 1 year ago or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And it was about this like Ouija board that like messed up everyone and stuff like that. I don't want to give the whole thing away or whatever. I kind of forget it too. But we were too scared to go in my house because I had a Ouija board in my room. And like I was like afraid, like just for that reason, we're not going in the house. Like there is a Ouija board in there. Like we were staying out here.
Yep.
Because we knew the house was empty and stuff. So like, I think we waited in my car for like 40 minutes just to like chill. And just be like,
Take it.
we can do it. Like
Yep.
the house is fine. We're walking in. Like it was, but
It's only a movie. It's only a movie.
It's only a movie, exactly. Do you think Hollywood's gonna keep kind of being able to crank out these horror hits? Like Get Out is one of the few like original movies that has done this well at the box
Yeah.
office. So like
I think they'll continue to be popular. The biggest thing I heard with it was that it wasn't just a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like it was a good all-around movie. Like just a good suspenseful thriller, good plot, good characters.
even some like mystery and stuff.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Yep. And I feel like people, especially now, are asking more out of horror movies.
Yeah.
Like it can't just be a scary movie. It has to be more than that.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there was a large period where like scary movies were just, just getting as grotesque and gory as possible. And that happened in the 80s too. But like I feel like after the whole shaky cam thing came, then there was kind of like just horror movies are just like mindless nonsense of just teens getting like slaughtered, you know?
Yeah.
And then I think now it's coming back. Like both Get Out and It, I don't even really categorize them as like necessarily horror. Like they're just they have suspense, they have like elements of horror and stuff, but behind it is like a great story and like just well produced. Like it's not cheesy, it's not like it's a good movie just stand alone as well.
I think that's what's like challenging about making like horror movies, because they can either like turn out really well or they can just be like a failure.
Yeah.
And people are gonna think that it's like some comedy.
Mhm.
And it's like one of those failed, like
Oh, yeah.
what Sharknado or what?
Yeah.
Is that like a
Sharknado.
fail kind of?
I
I've
feel
never
like-
seen it.
I've never seen it, but there's this weird cult following behind Sharknado. People are passionate about that. Like they made like 4 of those movies now. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
crazy. So there is like there's an audience there, I guess. But
Aye.
but everyone who I've talked to about it loves it because it's so bad. It's one of those things.
Exactly. It's like you don't want to love a horror movie because it's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want that.
Yeah, that goes along with the theme that we'll be talking about later. You talked about like 70s and 80s movies, that horror
Yeah.
genre coming back. We're going to be talking about how 80s music has definitely come back in a big way later on in the episode. But before that, I just wanted to do a little spotlight on Chance the Rapper and what he's been doing for the Chicago public school system. So he was born and raised in Chicago, and I didn't know if you knew this, but he's only 24.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Wow, there's like
4 years older than us.
5 years older than me.
Yeah, he's a 90s baby.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
What are we
Problem
doing with our lives?
Yeah.
Something about the way he carries himself. I feel like I knew that in the back of my head, but something about the way he carries himself makes you feel like he could be
Yep.
almost 30.
Yep.
Good head on him and stuff.
Yep.
There she is.
And the biggest problem with the Chicago school system is funding. For a long time, they didn't have a balanced budget at all. And right now in 2016, they're in debt $480 million.
Oh my goodness.
Chicago.
Yeah, school system.
He donated $1 million, right? Is that what you said?
Yep. And this pretty much causes
Good guy.
students at underfunded schools to just perform poorly because they don't have the
The funding,
resources.
yeah.
Yep. This is where Chance comes in. In March, he donated $1 million as a quote unquote call to action. And then in September, he donated $2.2 million from his nonprofit organization. And that'll be going to 20 schools for their arts education programs in which 20 schools will be receiving $100,000 over the next 3 years.
Wow.
Good guy. Lots of money.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's going directly to their arts and education programs.
Very cool. Yeah, Chance is doing all the right things, like to stay good in the public eye. And I feel like this is part of like the fact that he does have a daughter that will be going to school soon.
Yeah.
And he probably sees all this stuff happening and is just like, why? Like he's making a big difference himself, but I think it's more importantly just bringing more like awareness.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he cares about his city.
That
he
says
says,
a lot.
each conversation, each contribution, every tweet brings the city and the nation a step closer to providing a well-rounded, quality education for each and every child.
Wow.
Aww.
What a politician.
Yeah, that's a good statement.
Chance has been getting flack lately. I don't know if you guys are aware, but he's been getting...
For what?
Because his image is too clean.
Oh.
So people are almost like skeptical of if it's, you know, like... And I don't feel like that way about him, but like he's been getting some backlash just because I think people are almost mad that he's like too good. Like Chance is just like he's doing it too well, you know? Like it's weird.
He's a weird mix because people that do think he's too good, there's also another group that think he's not good enough.
In what way? What do you mean?
I think specifically there's some people that because he's a outward Christian, they think that his lyrics and his subject matter should stay away from anything explicit.
Wow, that's like the complete opposite of...
It's a super hard balance. I can't speak on like morals of or like, you know, ethics of Christianity and stuff like that, but I think his message is like good and pure, and that's like the more important than like how he says it or what he says necessarily. I think that's kind of like the hard wall he's kind of facing or line he's kind of come across in the sand now is like, wow, like, you know, he wants to be relevant in mainstream pop culture and stuff, but he also still does care about his credit in like quote unquote hip hop or whatever, you know, and that's where he's getting most of his flack now is not from the general public. The general public thinks he's incredible and loves him, as do I. He's taking up a large lane in music in general right now, and it's not from a label. It's not from like, it's just from him. It's his power. So shout out to Chance. Like he's doing great stuff for his city and all the right places too, you know, like what better to, like that's investing in the future. Like when you're investing in the schools, you're investing in the kids, people who are going to be the future, you know, like that's cool. Like he's not thinking like, you know what, I'm going to invest this amount to clean up the streets or something. Like he's like, no, we're going to make better minds so that they know how to do it.
$2.2 million is a lot that still doesn't like even touch the $480 million that they are in debt. So even though it's a great amount of money, the change isn't going to come from donations. It has to change from like the governor's policy of how their budget is set up.
That's cool because I think that was his deal. Like I said, like even if he's not making like a huge, like for him, like that's a big, that's as big as a difference you can make a single person. Yeah, it just brings awareness.
Yeah. Moving on, we have a brand new segment that we're doing this week. We brought on Anela to do an acoustic set. This was Owen's idea.
Are we gonna do this now?
I really liked it. We'll probably do it after and then just stick it in right in the middle for you guys.
You're sneaking all our secrets out there.
She'll be doing 2 songs, one from her last album that she released in 2017, Yesteryear.
I'm doing Space,
And then you're doing Get Out, which will be on her 2018 album, Untitled. Right now.
Anela makes another album part 2. My name's Anela, and I'm from the band Anela in the Early Hours. This is the acoustic couch session, and I'm gonna play a song of mine called Get Out. This next song is called Space, and it's a single from our first album called Yesteryear. Sensitive with your heart, here am I. Because I know it takes time. I'll give you space. I won't leave a trace. 'Cause I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I didn't mean to drown you out. I didn't mean anything. Eventually, we must find a way to live in harmony or live in animosity. And sometimes in my mind I think of things to do that would make it up to you. Because I know it takes time. I'll give you space. I won't leave a trace. 'Cause I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I didn't mean to drown you out. I didn't mean anything. Because I know you won't work out like I wanted to, like I hope it would. 'Cause it may be someday, baby, we could have been nothing. We could have had everything. But life for sure doesn't work like that. Like I wanted to, like I hope it would. 'Cause I know it takes time. I'll give you space for us of your life. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you. I didn't mean to drown you out. I didn't mean anything. In your family, I knew exactly what to do. It's getting late and my arms are cold. Ba-da-da-da, I lie in bed at night. I want you close. Feel your touch and take off your clothes. I know I'm crazy, but you are too. Frozen in time.
This week we're going to be talking about Grudges by Paramore.
Oh, I want to do that song.
It's a song off After Laughter, which was released on my birthday, actually, May 12th,
Oh, that's cute.
2017.
Wow.
I didn't choose the song because it was the biggest song or even the song that I like the most, but I think it's the song that reflects the 80s vibe that's become so popular in pop music right now. As the biggest Paramore fan in the room right now.
In the room.
What do you think of that song?
It's a good song. Mm-hmm. I love that album. It's
definitely like different in comparison to all their other albums, but it's pretty cool. They have that 80s sound that you were talking about, but I guess it's more modern, and it's like it still has like Hayley Williams's like lyrics. Just like the lyrics are just like that's exactly what she's like in all of her albums. Back in my childhood, which was not long ago. like my Trinity was like Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, and Paramore.
Wow.
And I know, right? And I feel like Paramore is like the only consistent band out of all those three that I still like.
I get super strong Blondie vibes
Blondie.
from this album, and especially from this song, and then the other song that you were talking about.
Caught in the Middle.
Yeah.
She's like blonde too. So she probably has that blondie feel.
I thought Haley was redhead.
It changes.
But I think she's naturally redhead.
This entire album, I noticed a lot of tight, like super tight guitars, and almost like one note little like lines
Yeah.
that repeat over and over again, and then also accompanied with the synth that you sort of can't tell the difference between. Like you can't really always tell if it's a synth playing or a guitar playing. Why do you think the 80s style has become so popular, especially in the last couple of years with the 1989, the 1975 as well, and then also recently what we were talking about before, Stranger Things, set in the 80s as well.
I think it's because like it's awesome, but they want to like modernize it and they want to like bring it back.
I'm excited people are kind of like, referencing like the old classics again. I feel like for a while, that's why a lot of music was kind of turning to garbage, because people weren't like looking back at what made other people great and what made other people like, go down as legends and why they're considered classics and stuff. But I feel like now like it's really important in like pop music to like look back at, not copy people or not like that, but like really just draw inspiration and see how you can, like, I think people are kind of realizing now, like we're in like another era. Like there's like another, like one day people are going to look back at this as like, the 20 teens or whatever. I don't know what they'll call this or whatever, but like it won't be the 60s, the 70s, but we're going to have our own era, and people are kind of wanting to fill the roles that, whatever Blondie had or, Madonna or something like that. So
I think someone who's been very good at giving homage to older stuff is Drake.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Specifically his song Feel No Ways. Do you guys know that song?
Oh, yeah.
Um,
ways.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs off of Use, actually. I love that song.
He uses a Yamaha DX7
Wow.
Yeah.
Drum machine?
synth.
Oh.
Mr. Jason Chapman has gone over it in one of his many classes on synths.
Sorry, I wasn't there, Jason.
It was made only from 1983 to 1989, and it had 30 presets. You could also program your own sounds, but it was so complicated that
no one did.
No one did. They just used the 30 presets. So that pretty much just made the 80s synonymous with these 30 sounds.
Right.
And then Drake bringing it back is...
That's cool.
That sound is automatically recognizable again.
So recognizable, yeah. That track immediately like felt comfortable, like felt like you'd almost heard it before when you heard it.
Yep.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was produced by 1985, who also did Hotline Bling, who again was like bringing back that old song, because that was a sample from I can't think of the name right now, but it was like a sample, and he kind of revived it again.
Another band that I think is very similar and that has definitely brought back a certain style is the 1975 with Chocolate. If you listen to Chocolate and then you listen to Paramore's album, there's a lot of similarities, I think, especially the tight, choppy guitars.
Even in like their new album, Love Me.
Oh yeah.
That's just screams 80s.
Yep.
And actually like when Paramore came out with their first single, I think it was Hard Times. I saw one of my friends post on Facebook. He like linked their song and it says, "Wow, I love the 1975." Wow. So I don't know. I guess they just draw inspiration from like the 80s.
One really cool person who's pretty critically acclaimed right now, who's really bringing back like the aesthetic and sound and everything of the 80s, sort of 70s, is Blood Orange. People know him by different names. I don't even know his real name, but Blood Orange, and he had like this tape, Oh, I forget last year. All his videos, like he's like in this like room and he like just has this like really like old 70s, 80s drum machine.
Yep.
Makes the whole thing and then like sings on top of it and it's very like 80s kind of style. And he even has like ballet in his music videos, like very like dance oriented music.
Anela, you know this album better than I do. How much of this album is programmed drums and how much of it is acoustic drums?
How would I know what they did in the studio?
Well,
For Paramore?
There was like,
Yeah.
well, like they probably, I don't know, knowing like what we learned about engineering, it's probably a mix of both.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Trigger.
Yep.
I'm sure.
I don't know, but probably a lot of it.
Yeah.
But they probably incorporated some acoustic drums in it.
Just for people that don't know, Trigger is a program that takes drum hits and then converts that to not really
Samples.
MIDI, but triggers a sample of another kick drum. So your kick drum hits, it sounds like garbage, but it triggers another kick that's professionally recorded that sounds great, and then suddenly your kick sounds good now.
Yep.
And then all the old heads are triggered.
That was
goodness.
almost as bad as my Halloween jokes.
No, totally.
I try to be as bad as your
Yeah.
Halloween jokes. Are we moving on from the song? I feel like the song.
Just like the 80s. we were moving past the song.
Should have known. I should have
Wow.
known. You had a segue there. Oh, jeez.
This game has nothing to do with the topic, but since you two probably know me the best, I decided to do a game called Don't Lose Your Pantaloons. It's time to play Who Knows Kai's iTunes.
Oh my goodness, Kai, you're just killing me today. I'm
Because-
I'm not prepared for this.
Nothing rhymes with tunes. iTunes. Nothing.
So you thought of pantaloons.
I
Okay, bring it
rhyme
on.
zoned it and then
Bring it on.
I rhyme zoned it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I have 7 questions for you here. Some of them multiple choice, some of them, most of them guess the number.
What? Repeat that, please.
I'll give you a question. Okay, here's
Okay.
all you need to know.
Okay,
I'll give you a
well,
question.
okay.
You both have a chance to answer it. It's not a race. You both give your separate answers, and then whoever is closest or gets the right answer gets a point. And these
Well,
are all
let's just
questions, regarding my iTunes.
Just play. I'm still confused. Just go.
Most of it's gonna be John Mayer.
Question number 1: how many playlists have I made on my iTunes account? The way we'll do this is just closest to, and if it's tie, then the person that's lower.
Give us a range. No,
Nope.
that's
How many playlists?
And this is
do you
ones
think
you've
I
made,
need?
not ones you've like added from Apple Music. Or
Yeah,
something.
ones I've specifically made. Anela?
Can I say that? Can we both say? it?
Sure.
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say you have 5 workout playlists.
5 workout playlists.
Probably like each, like just for different moods, like sad, happy.
Sad workout playlist.
No, like, I don't know. I could see you having like
Lots of playlists.
country, like 5.
5. Okay,
like
5.
5 like flavors of whatever
Okay.
you're feeling that day for your workout.
Okay.
I feel like.
Anela?
I'm gonna go with 6. So anything
6?
higher is.
Wow.
Have you never seen Prices Right before?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Anela.
And you don't listen to music when you work out.
You have to play. You're giving your answer first next time, then.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
that's
we'll-
fine.
we'll flip-flop.
That's fine.
So Owen doesn't get cut off every time.
So what happened?
Owen, you lost. Anela cut you off. I have 15 playlists.
Do you really?
Yeah.
He doesn't
Do you want
listen
me
to
do you want me to go
music.
through them? Okay.
Name like 3 that are funny.
Country, of course.
Wow.
Dated but good. I have a playlist called "Dude, Are You in a Band?" and it's just all my favorite bands.
This guy.
Movie scores, London Bound, driving, Disney songs.
Disney songs.
Yeah.
What's in it? Frozen?
Yep. Yeah,
Oh
there's
my-
some Frozen, but like the classics, like Aladdin
Oh.
and Little Mermaid and stuff
But
like
the
that.
classics.
But the
classics.
classic.
Oh god.
High School Musical isn't
You
in
have to have the Disney classics playlist. If you don't,
My fiance might have informed that decision more than I would have.
fiance.
Fiance.
Okay, so
Okay,
that
question-
gets a point.
Yep. Question number 2. I'll let you go first on this one.
Yeah.
This is multiple choice.
Let her go first.
Oh,
No, but
you
it's
go
multiple
first.
choice.
It's multiple choice. I'll give you the first
Oh.
choice.
Okay.
Name what song out of these 4s that is not in my most played playlist. So iTunes has an automatic playlist of the songs that you've played the most, 25
Okay.
most
So
played
one
songs.
of these is not in it.
One of these is not in my most played playlist.
Let's hear 'em.
Okay. Paris by Chainsmokers. Havana by Camila Cabello. How I'll Always Be by Tim McGraw and Feels by Calvin Harris.
Chainsmokers.
You think that's the one that's not in my top 5? Okay.
I think it's
Most played.
Havana.
Havana?
Wait, Cabana by Camilla.
Havana?
What's her name?
Camilla Cabello?
That's a new song, right? You showed me the
Yep.
music video the
Yep.
other day. Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's that one.
You think it's that one?
Yeah.
That is not in my most played.
Oh, so I won.
She got the point.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the song that is not in my most played.
It's a new
playlist.
song. Like I don't think you'd be listening to it all the time. Like if it was,
didn't recognize the song.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was in your most top listens, like I'd be
looking
like, that's
bad for
weird.
me.
It is 2-0 for Anela right now.
Let's go.
Okay. Question number 3 is the opposite. What song is in my most played playlist? Cupid's Got a Shotgun by Carrie Underwood. Cool for the Summer, Demi Lovato.
Yo, I love that song.
Castle on the Hill, Ed Sheeran. Still Feel Like Your Man, John Mayer. Which one of these songs is in my
This is
most played
hard.
playlist?
All of the above. What's that? Where's that one? Do you have an all of the above?
No,
No.
I don't. 3 of these songs are not in my most played
It's Ed
playlist.
Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran? Owen?
I can't guess the same one.
Well,
What's the other? Oh, there was another one that like
Cupid's Got a Shotgun, Cool for the Summer, and
John Mayer.
Still
John
Feel
Mayer.
Like Your Man.
John Mayer.
You were
Oh.
both wrong.
what?
Still Feel Like Your Man is not in my most played.
Why not?
Castle on the Hill is not. Cool for the Summer is not. Cupid's Got a Shotgun by Carrie Underwood is.
Why is John Mayer not? Why is that song?
I actually
not
don't
in your
know.
top?
Question number 4.
Learning a lot about you.
This is for both of you. What percentage of my music is country?
50.
50%?
Really, you really think that low of him?
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding. Your family's gonna hate me.
It's 50 country, 50 pop, and Disney songs.
I have 3 types of music on my iTunes account.
I like to think better of you.
Better,
So 25%.
25%.
Yeah, 1 out of 4.
Owen's way off.
Am I actually?
Anela nailed it almost. 21%.
Yeah,
Country.
dude, you think he's the 50%? That's such an insult.
I'm a well-cultured individual.
You love your country.
I do, though. Yep. I just have a lot of music. Ever since I got Apple Music, I just download everything.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Apple Music's dangerous. Nell's killing me.
3-0.
Go.
I'm definitely not getting
We still have 3 more
Nella,
questions.
Like, came ready today. She like
So-
she got all hopped up on coffee and
Yep.
stuff. She's
Yeah.
How many songs do I have total in my iTunes account?
that you bought or in your
Oh yeah, that's a different.
Just total in my Apple Music. I guess we can go with
I
that.
don't even know how many I would have. Like I have no idea.
Owen, I'll give you the first guess.
No, I want.
You want Anela? Okay, Anela can go first.
I don't think it's that like. I don't think there's a lot because one time you were playing songs in your car
Mhm.
and you were like really looking for options.
Wow. okay.
So I'm just gonna shoot low. I'm gonna shoot low and do 300.
300.
Yeah.
What?
Do you think
Fine, I'll
that's
do
low?
301 then.
So
That's
he's going
got
Savage. Owen gets the point.
Is it
I
6?
have 2,474 songs.
yeah. So 3-1. Is that the
Yep.
last one though?
Nope. We
No.
have 2 more. You still have hope.
You have hope.
Here we go.
Let's do it.
Question
For a
number
tie.
6. I have 5 artists, and I'm gonna have you guess which one of these artists I have the most songs of.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Ed Sheeran, One Direction, Taylor Swift, Need to Breathe, and John Mayer. Yep, John Mayer.
Let her answer
Ed Sheeran,
first.
One Direction, Need to Breathe, Taylor Swift, and John Mayer. Which artist do you think I have the most songs of?
One second, I need to count.
Owen can go first.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran?
I need to count. One
You need
second.
to count?
Rooms for
What are you
Squares,
counting?
All the albums.
Clarity's album, Continuum.
I feel like you listen to
The
all
two one
Ed
that I don't
Sheeran.
like.
I feel like you might not listen to everything that John
the
Mayer's
newest
done.
one,
That's what I was between.
Mhm.
John Mayer.
Taylor Swift,
You know what I'm saying?
self-titled,
I know what you're saying.
Am I right?
Fearless, Sparks Fly, Red, 1985 or whatever.
So, Anela, for you, it's between Taylor Swift and John Mayer.
It's John Mayer.
You're both wrong.
Oh no! It's that freaking Need to whatever.
It's a Taylor Swift.
Oh, what?
She's 119 songs. Okay, it is still 3-1.
That's weird.
I will make this last question worth 2
Why?
because we need to make this interesting.
Kai has to do this for me like every week now. It's like, all right, you know, this question, double.
This is if you get
question
this,
is-
you win.
So like the rest of it doesn't matter.
That'll be a tiebreaker. So
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, which genre has the most songs in it in my iTunes account? I'll give you 5 genres.
Country. Just kidding.
5 genres, and you have to guess what genre has the most songs in it. So I have alternative, a soundtrack, rock, worship, and house. A nice
where's the
spread
pop
there.
category?
That'd be a little bit too obvious. Owen, I'll give you the first.
So this
guess.
might not be the most, but it has
It has the,
the
most
out of
songs.
those ones.
Yes. Alternative, soundtrack, rock, worship, and house.
Soundtrack.
My smile just completely gave it away. Yeah, that's true. Soundtrack. That was a good guess.
Yeah, no, that's a smart guess.
Because there could be like one
I
movie
love showing
There
me
could be one
soundtracks.
movie
I
soundtrack,
love showing-
but they have like
A lot of songs.
40, 50 cues in it.
Yeah.
Each a separate song.
You need a tiebreaker cut.
We do. Okay. I will play you a song off of my Dated But Good playlist.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
Here's what we'll do.
Let's hear it.
What
And
about
then
what are
the
we?
first person to name the song wins the game.
No, this is too much pressure. I worked too hard to get those 3 points at the beginning.
Let's do this.
Ready?
Oh, Miley Cyrus, Party in
Party in
USA.
USA.
Oh,
Yo,
no, beat
yo, I
you.
got
She got in there.
Dated but good.
Also on that playlist, I have A Sunday Morning by Maroon
That's what
5.
Kai just drives to.
Hey Soul Sister by Train. Burning Up by the Jonas Brothers.
Wow.
Viva La Vida by Coldplay. Congrats, Anela.
Yeah, I know.
That was a close one.
I mean, what can I
Yep.
say?
I feel pretty hurt that
Yeah.
I was beat by Miley Cyrus today.
Okay, we're going to finish this off with music recommendations. All of you can let me know a song that you've been listening to, an album that you've been listening to that you think everyone should check out. Anela?
I'm just gonna go with the Arkells.
Oh, okay.
I love the Arkells so much that I can't
Is there a
not
specific album
recommend.
that is the best?
Oh, my favorite is Michigan Left, which is their second album.
Mm-hmm.
But High Noon is pretty good too. They're from Hamilton. I'm from
Okay.
Burlington, so there's that local connection.
Yeah, everyone in Ontario here
Yeah.
loves the Arkells.
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend Sia's new song off of her Christmas album. It's called Santa's Coming For You, off the album Every Day is Christmas.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween. It comes out November 17th, which seems super early, but I've been listening to it. I'm getting into the Christmas spirit.
That's your song right now?
Yep.
Chance the Rapper
good
had
one.
a Christmas album last year
Oh yeah.
with who was the other? It was like Chance the Rapper and Jeremiah. The album I'd recommend is it's related to Sir in the sense that this is a new artist coming out. Well, she's not that new, but she's an upcoming artist that doesn't reveal her face or really her like true identity. So she kind of has that cool mystique about her. She just goes by her, even like
Okay.
literally like capital H, capital E, capital R. She was featured on Daniel Caesar's project, Best Part, which is why I kind of looked more into her. But that song is also featured on this album. She also has a really cool like cover of Drake's Jungle. She does her own kind of R&B soul stuff coming out. H-E-R. And her
H-E-R.
album
Her.
is self-titled. Some recommended tracks. I would listen to Let Me In. Best Part again, featuring Daniel Caesar. And again, I like her Drake cover on there as well. So check that out.
Sweet. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys next time. Anela, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Till next time, everyone. Take care.